Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Train Sim Classic, and today we are on the East Coast Main Line, London to Peterborough, with this very nice Armstrong Powerhouse Class 66 in the GBRF livery. And the scenario is AP, J and A, 6T80, Huntingdon to Whitemoor Yard, Part 1. It's about 60 minutes long and it is set in the year 2014. I will read the sort of brief description as we get on the go. But before we do, I just want to say, if you are a new viewer and you haven't already, please subscribe down below. And also leave a like. Alright, let's jump into the cab. I think we've got to wait for a signal. So we'll jump in and get going. Okay, here we are inside the 66, and it's been a while, to be fair. I wonder if we can. We need to put this in. Yeah, that's fine. So we're just waiting for this signal. Oh, we can actually get on the go, but it looks things because he's taken the stop sign down. That's what that says. So we're going to need some things first. We'll get some lights on. I want these two: daytime, instrument lights, tail lights. We don't need on because that'll be put them on the front. And yeah, I think we are good. Put it into forward. Yeah, we can't do any of the DRA there. Cool, alright. So, let's release the brakes. And we'll just take off here slow past these guys. Let's just thank the boys. Ooh, can I not open the window? Thought I could. Oh, there you go. Cheers, lads. Cool. So yeah, as you can see, we are carrying a bunch of, I think it's 18. It's an 18 rake of J&A wagons, and this is the first part of this scenario. Let's get her up to about 50%. So yeah, we're driving GB Rail Freight 66743, which is in the very nice GBRF livery. Which this is one of my favourite liveries for the 66. I absolutely love the 66, by the way. And then with this one, we've got Clag Factor as well. So we can see, if I put the power up, we can actually see sort of Clag coming out the top. Nice. We need to keep an eye on sort of what we're doing here. We've got to go quite far, 39 miles. But like I say, this is part one of 2 scenarios. And we're only going as far as, I don't know how to say that, Wellwine? Wellwine? I don't know. But yeah, let's get up to speed here. Don't know DSD isolated. That's probably the dead man's switch. So we probably actually do want that isolated, otherwise it's just going to keep going off. And we should have the 2-tone horn, I believe. Oh, can we not hear that? We've only got the low. We've only got the low side. Oh well, doesn't matter. And hopefully it's green all the way. Yeah, it's not a bad route, really. The overhead lines are quite good. And yeah, I really like the 6.6. It's a shame that some of the interior's not up to sort of Armstrong Powerhouse standard. It sort of just looks a bit dated, the interior now. But I might give Train Sim World 5 a go. I think I've said in a previous video, and well, many previous videos, that I particularly don't like Train Sim World. I feel like their business practices are a bit, you know, dodgy and a bit like, you know, unethical. However, Train Sim World 5 apparently, even though a lot of people have been slating it, saying there's not really big improvements on the game, they did offer the game to people for free for the first month that it's out. So you can go and download it for free for nothing. It's like a trial, but you get to keep the game after the month. And me having previous Train Sim World DLC, all that is on there as well. So I can actually go on to Train Sim World 5 and play all my old DLC that I've got for that game, which is quite good because they sort of stopped the sale of all the other Train Sim Worlds, like 4, 3. I think the last one I had was 2, and so I can play sort of an updated version. Even though the DLC in the game I don't think is updated, I can go back and play them regardless. But a lot of big Train Sim sort of third parties are endorsing Train Sim World 5. Just Trains is doing a DLC for Train Sim World 5, which is big. Their pack will be really, really cool, I think. Really good. Alan Thompson Sim is doing something, and I don't know if Armstrong Powerhouse is doing anything, but I imagine if those two are, Armstrong Powerhouse probably is. So the fact that they're endorsing the game a little bit more and saying good things about it, like there's a lot of things are fixed, and the fact that I downloaded it for free, if you're watching this video after the month that it's come out and you can't get it for free, unfortunately you missed out. But if you're, you know, if you're still looking for a train sim and it's within this month of September and October, go and get it, because it's going to cost you nothing, which is really good. And then wait until the DLC go on sale, and you can pick yourself up some of the DLC for that game. But anyway, back to my original point. The Class 6.6 on that game is actually way better than this. The interior pretty much is updated. You know, the outside looks amazing. The 6.6 on that game is actually really good. And so, yeah, I might end up playing that game just to go back and play the 6.6 and a few other things. They've brought out a new loco for that game, which is the 390 Class 390 Pendolino, which is a very, very cool loco. We've played it a few times on Train Sim Classic, but it'd be cool to see what it's like on Train Sim World. The game is running on Unreal Engine 5 now, so hopefully, you know, we're going to get to see some really, really cool things. I still don't think it's as good as this game, personally. I've seen videos of it, and I feel like the track popping in and out is still an issue on that game. Even though on this game you can it just works. It just looks like the track continues off into the distance. Don't know why they can't sort it out in the new game, but I think it's a lot better than it has been in previous versions. But yeah, I'm tempted to give that game a bit of a go to see what the hype is about, because everybody seems to be hyping about the game at the moment. I just feel sorry for those who have to, you know, who went and bought the deluxe edition, which was like 70 quid to buy it, and you didn't really get a lot for your money, so I feel sorry for them. But that's classic Dovetail being a bit scummy and charging massive amounts of money for not very much content. I kind of feel that these days that if you were going to spend that much, I would rather go and spend that much on an Armstrong Powerhouse, get a few of their packs, and improve Train Sim Classic tenfold. So this is the 20 mile an hour restricted zone that we've been told about, so we better get down. Just as we sort of come through this station, and on the other side I think they're doing some construction work or something that it said, but we'll just bring it down. We should see the little temporary, yeah, so the little temporary 20 sign there. And that'll be due to like workers being on the track. There it is. Should change now. Yeah. So the fact that we're doing 25 should be fine. We'll release the brake off. Just have this on 50%. And as you can see, yeah, there's a worker there. Or is he checking his watch? He's probably thinking, bloody hell, you're late. Actually, when did it say that we were going to get here? 6:27 maybe? Can't actually see, but either way, there's some works going on. We'll take a look. So this is why we're bringing this aggregate down here. And it's why we've got to do sort of like go up here, uncouple, change ends, recouple, because we've got to bring it onto this line down here for whatever work they're doing. Oh, we are speeding a little bit. That is a Freightliner 66581. And there's another Freightliner on the other side. There's an excavator there emptying the wagons. That's cool. This is 66595. So it's cool that they've actually got different running numbers. There's a couple of guys there. Not many workers. Couple of vans and an excavator. Yeah, not many workers considering they've got a big train like that to empty. And there's also, that would have been a really cool thumbnail actually, having the 6.6 there. And the with the freight liners and the excavator and stuff. We can actually, if we do this, ooh, we can actually go have a look. I know that this isn't the 6.6 in the video. That is cool. That is cool. And we can go down here and have a look at this one. I do like the Freightliner livery. Yeah, that is cool. And there's a DB Shanker 66152. So DB Shanker, I think earlier we saw an EWS Freightliner. They're all sort of on this line at the moment, which is really, really cool to see. Really cool, the diversity, because in real life they don't all have the same fleet of locos. They are quite diverse. But yeah, no, that is cool to see. And I'm not sure where our 20 limit comes to an end. It might just be there. I don't know. Either way, we'll keep it just ticking over till we get there. And we're about 15 miles from the sidings, so once we pass this 20 limit and we're back on it, I will rejoin you when we are up at the sidings. Yeah, that's what that means. Sort of end of the temporary speed limit, and we'll just have to wait until the back of the train goes through. Very quiet back here. At this speed anyway. Not a lot going on. Not a lot of movement at this speed. But yeah, the last couple of carriages going through now. I really like aggregate wagons. They're so cool. Cool. And then we're back up to an 80 mile an hour, so we will speed up. And I will rejoin you when we are closer to the sidings. Okay, we are currently about 4.5 miles from the sidings, so we should start to see things happening now in terms of you know, when we've got to stop, speed changes, whatnot. But this scenario has been quite cool indeed. We're actually speeding here, but we'll be okay. Alright, it actually says that our maximum permitted speed is 60. We've sort of broke that a little bit by doing sort of 75, 70. Here we go, double yellow. So we'll come off the power. And we'll sort of just start giving it some brake. I don't think that it will stop us at a red light. I think we're just going to go straight into the siding. However, you know, it is telling us to slow down, and we're probably slowing down a bit too much, which is fine. we're just sort of cruising here at this point. We are going downhill slightly. I just want to check. Where's the back of the train? No, I can't view it. Oh, there you go. Just want to view. Oh, AWS. I just sort of wanted to view handbrake on here. It's there. I don't know if I can actually activate that. What you would really do if you're uncoupling the wagons like that is you would just go and put the handbrake on a few of the wagons maybe, just to keep them in place. We'll start to slow it down now. It's becoming quite hot. You would literally just put a handbrake on a few of those, uncouple so they're not going to slide anywhere, especially if you're on a downhill like this. Like if the siding's slightly downhill, that could be bad, just uncoupling the wagons, because they could just slide. So I don't know if I can actually do that in this game. I know that maybe on Train Sim World I could probably do that, but yeah, normally you would just, you know, put the handbrake on a few of those, because as soon as you uncouple the loco and the airline is disconnected from those wagons, the brakes on the wagons aren't functional anymore, because all the air is just going to bleed out. And so, you know, you have to have some sort of, even if the brakes are just still engaged after you've uncoupled, you still have to have that fail-safe just in case. So, you know, you would just put the handbrake on a few of those wagons, and then when you recouple to the other side, you would then go and take off the handbrakes you applied. I don't know if that's something that I can do, but we're coming into this siding. You don't want to slow down too much here. Let's give it 25% power just to regain some of that we've lost. I think we're in the second from the right, I think. I imagine that it's all set up for us because the little mini map has got it all on there. I actually want to kind of want to make sure that this is far enough, really. I'll just start slowing it down here. We can go a little bit further than we need to here because we will be uncoupling. That's about right. What's the end looking like? It might not be a problem. Right, I actually want to see. Oh, I can't apply the handbrake on that. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I can't apply the handbrake on there. which is a shame. So we have uncoupled from the wagons. I mean, there's a lot of weight there, so they might not move, but yeah, it's just good practice to make sure that they're really not going to move by putting the handbrakes on. And I believe we'd probably be able to stop anywhere in here. Let's get out into the light. We'll just apply some brake here so that, because we are on a bit of a slope, because I imagine we're going to have to change ends. We can now switch ends. Sweet. So it's already off. We want to put this into neutral. We can take it out, and we will throw a tail light on. Sweet. Okay, let's switch ends. Sweet. Let's get some cab lights, instrument lights. We're in daytime running. Technically we would be yard work, I guess, but it'll be fine. Put the key in. Clear that. Right, let's actually see if we're on the right path. Straight over. Straight over. Yep, straight over. Yeah, so it's actually already set it up for us, which is good news. Means that I don't have to do anything with it. And we've probably got permission to go onto the main line. Yeah, they've given us the road down there. And they're telling us here, look, as well, on the end of the tunnel. Forward, giving us the road. It's actually 25, so we could speed it up a bit if we really wanted to. Yeah, being given the road onto the main line there. And we are actually speeding now. Excellent. Is that signal red? No, that's for the siding. They've actually given us the road, which is on this side. I think it's always to your left, signal to your left, that is the signal that you should follow. So that is to our left. And then that signal there on the right was for the other lane. Don't know why I'm checking if there's anything coming, because there won't be. I imagine we're going to have to back up and recouple. Yeah, and then that is the end of the scenario. We will do part 2. That will be the next train sim video up on the channel, which we will then complete this mission, which I imagine is just taking those wagons back down the line to those guys. And we'll start to brake it, because we're actually going quite fast all of a sudden. Now I imagine we'll have to change ends again and go couple up. It's very smart loco though, very smart. Yeah. So let's do this again. Oh, we actually want a tail light on. Turn that off. Yeah, we got tail lights. Yeah. To 0. Key out. Sweet. And let's change ends. Excellent. So key back in. And this is sort of what you would normally have to do. On an actual loco. Unfortunately, I don't think the 6.6 has a pass through. Oh, it might do actually. I can't actually remember if through this door you can actually head through the engine bay. I can't really remember if it's got a passage through. It might do, but if it doesn't, you would have to just climb down from the loco and climb up the other side. But it looks like we're going to be good here. We don't want to go too fast because we are going to be entering that yard. And that's what that Y means, look. Yard. Okay, giving us the road to the yard. And it should just be an easy couple, I imagine. Let's see now. Yeah, should just be an easy couple. They've done it all for us, which is really, really neat. Let's throw on a bit of brake. And we'll tell you what we'll do is we will jump outside and go watch it from here. Yeah, this is a cool angle. Oh, I forgot to turn the tail lights off. Oh well, don't matter. Bit more. We're going at a decent speed. Should be able to couple. Excellent work. Okay, that was the first part of this scenario, and I will tell you what it was right now. Hold on, I've got to get my notes up. So we was in the Class 6.6 in GBRF livery, and it was 66743. We was on the East Coast Main Line and London to Peterborough route, and we were playing the scenario APJ NA 6T80 Huntingdon to Whitemoor yard, and this was part 1. So if you enjoyed, stick around for part 2. We'll be up on the channel at some point. And if you enjoyed, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.